All right, what's going on? I'm Delano Green, and I basically run a 52 car fleet on Turo with OPC method, which is most of these cars that you basically see here, I get them from other people, which is people used to basically send me cars. Well, first, I used to buy cars, but now people send me cars. And what I usually do now is create 50-50 partnership splits or 60-40 splits. Just depends on what the negotiation is like between me and the person, right? So people find these cars, they send me these cars, and we basically have like a rental company now. So we're competing with like Hertz, Avis, all these guys, right? And my goal here is to basically get other people to be able to do OPC, which is get cars from other people to the Turo. Because most people think that they need to buy a car, they need to have car notes, they just need to have like a bunch of like upfront costs when it comes on to starting Turo or just doing rental cars overall, right? And the game is to not put yourself in debt before you even start the business. So most times people think about the business backwards, which is they would try to spend so much money up front when they don't realize that they probably already have what they need already in front of them. So in this case, this car was given to us by a vehicle partner. He basically gave us like 3 vehicles, and what we do now, we just create like a 60-40 split, 70-30 split. Just depends on how it goes and how the negotiation goes between you and the person, obviously. So most people, they try to approach wrong, or they just try to ask the wrong person. So this is why most people would think that it's not possible to have people send you cars, or nobody would send you cars to rent on Turo. The liability is too much, blah, blah, blah. Like some people just think about this stuff like insanely complicated. And I don't know why they would think about these things so much, because if the deal makes sense between you and the person, of course they'll do it. Like, why wouldn't they do it? And in this case, this car was sent to us. This is I think it's a 2019 BMW GT Gran Turismo, something like that. To be honest, bro, like we have so many cars now, I honestly don't even care anymore, because I don't care about the type of car we have or whatever. I just care about the income that it's going to create, right? So most times if you are trying to convince someone or trying to get somebody to say yes fast by giving you a car for you to manage for them, you just have to make sure that the deal makes sense. And if the deal can make sense, then it would be a no-brainer for them. So you want to be able to like answer all their questions. You want to be able to just let them know that, hey, like the car would profit this. And the way how you can find a person that would say yes fast is by just looking at people around you with like underutilized cars. Like, so if you know somebody who has like more than one car or just 2 cars, it depends on like how often they use the car, right? If you meet somebody like that, you literally can approach them with the fact of like saying, hey, we can rent a car out and we can come up with a split and I can keep you paid every single week. Most times if you tell that to somebody, they actually want to hear what you have to say. The only thing is they would just want to know what happens when something goes wrong. And the way how you can do this is just by having a script. And in one of my last videos, I show you guys basically the script and how you can do it and how you can conduct yourself in terms of pitching to somebody specific, right? But now we want to talk about how you find the person. So family members is probably the first person who I would approach. Somebody who already knows you, already knows that you're like a responsible person, right? And if you approach like a family member with this, they would most likely tell you, they would most likely trust you because they're going to see you every day, right? I have another video on this channel where I basically go over the other people that would say yes to you, which is like a business owner. So a business owner is somebody else who would basically take the chance on making sure that they're diversifying their income. So say for instance, this owner in particular, this guy actually owns like a restaurant and he has other businesses, right? So to rent his cars on Turo and to have somebody else manage it is probably like a no-brainer for him. And it's like, I wouldn't really have to sell this person on what we actually do and what we can do. This person will already know exactly what we do because that's most likely a business owner. So most people who actually do business themselves, like they have a laundromat, they have a car wash, they have whatever, something that's just incongruent or in line with this business overall, right? And it doesn't even have to be like this specific business, like a car rental business. It could just be a situation where that person just be doing business overall. So that person would more likely understand cash flow. They would understand what you can do for them. And they would more likely be a person who would take the risk because they already took the risk in their own business, right? So once you can spot these people or can identify these people like differently in your market or in your area, I 100% believe that like you can find somebody who would say yes to you just if you approach them with the script that I basically give you guys in the previous videos and just telling them the idea of how much they can cash flow, right? So as I said to you, this car itself, this is actually a super nice car. It's kind of dirty right now because it just came off a trip. So people actually rent these cars and I want to show inside first. So this car has red guts right now, right? So this car itself red interior. It's super clean in terms of the engine feels insanely good. I'm not sure, I don't remember how much miles is on it, but that don't even matter. What really matter is how often does it rent, right? And when I tell you that this car itself just rent like a lot, it's very, very busy. So I got this car kind of late in the summer, so I kind of haven't had time to just see exactly how much we can cash flow with this car, but nevertheless, like, the guy is okay with this, and the person is willing to make sure the car is at work whenever the season comes around again, right? So how you can find people in your area that basically would give you cars to rent is by approaching them with the deal, seeing exactly if they took any risk in their own situation before, like if they have a business or if there's a person who just has an open mind towards cash flowing in like a different way, right? So this vehicle overall itself, I really like it, and I think he sent about 3 vehicles to us. So we basically have like many different options of BMWs. I don't even know why, but since this year we've been getting like a lot of BMWs, right? So, and all these vehicles are basically OPC vehicles. So all these vehicles are OPCs. OPC meaning that cars that we get from other people. And this is what I'm trying to show you, that you don't need 50 cars. Like right now we have 52 cars, and I promise you, bro, you don't need 52 cars. What you actually need is, you just need to have like a system. You can do like 3-4 cars, nothing crazy. So you could even have one person who send you 3 or 4 cars. So for example, I send this GT, he sent 3 cars. And to be honest, if you're a person who already have your own career, you already have your own thing going on, you don't need to scale up to like 50 cars, bro. You just need like 2-3 cars, something similar, something simple like that. And you can just consistently keep them renting, consistently keep them out. Like, some people always looking for like side hustle. They're always looking for all these different things, but they don't understand that you just need to cash flow in the right ways, right? And in this case, if you can learn how to cash flow, or if you can allow someone who has a car who basically trusts you enough to let you cash flow for them, this would just be like a no-brainer, both for you and for them, because that's what I've done. And at this point, it kind of just got out of hand for me, because I ended up with like 50 cars, and I never was ever thinking that we were going to scale up to so many cars. So this is why I'm saying to you, it's very possible to get at least 2 to 3 cars, have a rental fleet, or have like a mini rental company, so you can just make money for yourself, make money for other people. Just depends on how you do it. If you want to learn more about the business model, just check out the links below, or you can just book a call with me specifically, just directly, and we can go over how you can pitch people, how you can basically approach them to cash flow with them, or to just rent a car just on their behalf, right? So just check out the description and let me know what you guys think.